Let's talk about back extension. So many dancers want to improve that nice arch to be able to do acro tricks, back bends, back handsprings, things like that, or even just get the leg up into a higher arabesque. And I recently did a workshop on back extension. It was live on Zoom and I think the dancers loved it, but we did so many exercises to work on the mobility and the strength. Today I'm just going to give you like a little taster of some of those exercises, but I think it's a really good idea to not only train the back, but also train the core along with it. The back can do a variety of things. We can extend the spine, so we can go extend this way. We can flex the spine, rounding forward. We can also twist the spine right and left, and then we can laterally flex the spine or kind of tilt side to side. So if we're only training one direction, we are going to be more likely to get injured if we don't have those other muscles to support us in other areas like rotation and lateral flexion like we would do on a day-to-day basis. But I find that when dancers work on all of those movements at once, they end up having less injuries, less pain, and actually better mobility overall. So back extension for all of those segments is going to be really important. The exercises we do today is going to give you a little bit of everything. So the first exercise we're going to do is a prone T, Y, and I with the arms. So you're going to lay on down to your stomach. And then you're gonna have your arms in a T position out to the side. Bring your hands forward so that your thumbs are pointed up towards the ceiling. And all I'm gonna do here is lift my arms up and down off the floor. Lift, lower. Your chest is gonna be down here. My chest is up a little bit so you can hear me talking. But your goal is to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Don't let your shoulder roll forward or your arms fly backwards, okay? This is not the position, it's here, right in line with the shoulder, okay? That is exercise 1. Exercise 1.2. And I include all of these as part of the same exercise, but we're gonna take the arms forward into a V position, and then same thing, up and down with the arms. We're just lifting the arms first. It's important to only lift the arms and not lift the back to start, because this is going to be for a lot of shoulder mobility, but we're really targeting these muscles right in the middle part of the back in between the shoulder blades and a little bit lower, like the lower trapezius muscle. Let's take your arms a little bit further forward now, as far forward as you can, and we're going to do that one more time, lifting up and down. Whew. That one is the hardest for me. Okay, so that is exercise number 1, prone arm lifts. The next one is gonna stay on your stomach. It's a superhero, which we normally will do up and down here, but we're gonna do it a little bit differently. We're gonna try what's called an ipsilateral superhero. So it's training the body in a little bit of a different way, so you can work on coordination between each side, and also it really tells you if you have one side that's stronger than the other. So you're gonna come out with the arms, lift the right leg up, right leg and right arm up. So it's the same arm, same leg, up and down. Stick to just one side at a time and make sure your hips stay square to the ground. We're not rotating with the body at all. Lift, lower. 3, 2, try to get a little bit higher, and 1. Good, other side. Lift, lower. Hopefully this feels okay today. If you want to add a little bit of cushion underneath your hips, that might feel good too. Last 3, and 2, and 1. Perfect. All right, go ahead and relax here. Okay, those are the first 2 exercises. Next exercise, we're actually going to use the wall, and it's to open up the shoulders a little bit more. Oftentimes I find that when dancers are trying to arch the back, they end up kind of using everything down here in the lower back, but they don't have enough movement and mobility in the shoulders and the upper back to be able to go up and back with the middle and the upper part of the back. So you can stay on the floor, but come close to the wall. We're going to take one arm forward And I want you to reach it all the way forward, all the way up on the wall. I'm a little too close to the wall. And then when you get to the back, bring it all the way down and then back around again. So it's one big circle. When you take your arm back as far as you can, flip your palm so it's facing the wall and then come back down from there. Try not to twist with your shoulders too much. If you're twisting too much, step away from the wall a little bit more so you can really focus on keeping everything square. Let's try reversing that circle. Good, one more time. Perfect, good. Let's switch to the other side. We're gonna do the same thing here, reaching forward all the way around to the back. Good, let's reverse the circle the other direction now. Two more. Awesome, that looks great. Okay, good. We'll do one more exercise. This one is gonna be for, two more exercises. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. Two more exercises. We're gonna come back down onto your stomach. So when we're looking at the lower back, yes, the lower back is doing the work, but I also want you to focus on squeezing the glutes. So we're gonna come up onto your elbows here. Try not to sink down into the floor here. Push away, all right? Keep that nice, good posture. And then you're gonna lift one leg up and down, just the leg, up, down. You're gonna feel a little bit more of your glutes and hamstrings than you will your back, but that's okay because the glutes and hamstrings are there to support the back when you're in that back extension. And we need to have enough strength there to provide stability for the hips and the spine. Otherwise, we kind of just dump into the lower back and that's where more injuries might happen. Let's go last two on this side. And last one, switch to the other leg, up and down. The goal with this exercise is not to get your leg as high as possible, although that would be nice and pretty. I want you to focus more on squeezing your glutes before you lift the leg up and then come down and relax. Squeeze, lift, and lower, lift, and lower. Good job. Okay, good. So I already feel a little bit better with this back extension. Even if I were to just go into a little cobra here, I feel like I can go a lot further now. So hopefully that feels really nice. Let's just hold this stretch here. Bring your shoulders back. Hold it here. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. And then come all the way back down from there. Beautiful. Okay, last exercise is going to be some wall arches. I'm going to do these sitting. You can do them standing if you would like, but this is kind of like prep for more extension or prep for like a back walkover or a bridge or something like that in an acro sense. But you can do them kneeling as well. So I'm going to be facing away from the wall. I'm going to take my arms up above my head and I want to arch back, touch my hands to the wall, and then come back forward. Now I'm already too close to the wall because I'm not actually arching that far. So scoot forward a good amount and then I want to lengthen up, go up and back, forward, and you can bring the arms down if you want. You can keep them up there if you'd like to. But the goal is to not, I don't want you to go like this. See how I just stuck my butt out like that? I want you to think more about going up and then grow taller, go up and back. Okay, try a few more like that. Good, and if you want to make this harder, you can move a little bit further away from the wall. It's going to force you to have to go back a little bit more and get more extension there. Try to arch right through the middle part of the back. Your lower back will be working, you'll feel it. But think about your arms going first. So I'm trying to get my arms close to my ears. That's what's going first on the way back, okay? Last two. and 1. Good. All right, stretch forward to a child's pose here. All right, come all the way back up. So hopefully after these exercises, it feels like you can arch a little bit more, especially if you were to do something like a cat and cow. Hopefully you can arch and round nice and easily. Or if you were to go into like an arabesque, it should help you get the leg a little bit higher. Now with an arabesque, there's going to be other muscles involved, like your hip flexors and your glutes. But in terms of your back, it should help you get a little bit more room. So ultimately, I want you to think about back flexibility being from the upper, middle, and lower parts of the spine, not just the lower part of the spine, because that's a really common injury site for dancers. And when we distribute the load throughout the whole spine, we are less likely to get injured, but we can also apply more force to the entire spine rather than just to one specific segment of the spine and then risk that injury. And if you see that your dancer or you yourself are having some injuries that are related to your back, especially if you are a young dancer, for sure you need to go see a physical therapist about it or see your general practitioner, because they're going to be able to help you get back on track. I don't want you to be in pain as a dancer, and so I hope that today's exercises help you get a little bit more mobility in a safe and effective manner. Let me know if you have any questions, and if you're new to this channel, I would love for you to subscribe and join our BodyKinect community. I post videos every week to help you with dance technique tips, strength, flexibility, and the works. So let me know if you have questions. I will see you guys next week. Thank you.